Hello class, welcome to KRA e-learning platform for integrated customs management system training. Today we will look at import declaration form submission. The objective of this lesson is that at the end of the lesson, you should be able to 1. Submit an import declaration form in ICMS, 2. Print an IDF, 3. Search for an IDF, 4. Clone an IDF. An IDF is a customs declaration for imports into Kenya. It can be submitted by either an importer or a clearing agent. It is an intention to import. This means that it should be submitted and approved by customs or by the system before the importer imports the goods into the country. It is a base document or is the first document for all imports. IDF incorporates a DV1 or Form C36, and the time taken for submission of an IDF ranges from 5 to 30 minutes, depending on the number of items, competency of the declarant, internet availability, and speed. That is the introduction for IDF. We are now going to look at a demo. We are going to log into the test environment with our login details that has been provided to us. So we start with the login page. First thing is your login details. So let's log in. Then we declare our password. After keying our password, click on OK. When you click on OK, you're going to come to that page where you have your broadcast message, normal messages, and notification. To proceed, click on the green tick, OK. It will take you to the window for modules. And since you are doing a declaration, you click on clearance. When you click on clearance, it's going to give you some functionalities that you can do. You have declaration, the loader, and options. To submit a declaration, click on declaration and click on capture. We want to feed in the details for our consignment. And these details, as we discussed in our general introduction, is that you need details of the consigner, the consignee, the declarant, the HS code, the customs office. So we talked about the header. The topmost part is called the header. Customs office is the station of clearance, and we are going to declare goods in Nairobi, and these goods are coming to DHL. You have a drop down, look for DHL, click on DHL. Then you need to declare a regime. 1.1 is the regime. There is a drop down. Click on the drop down, look for import declaration form. We are through with that. Then we need to declare the consignee. Who is our consignee? A consignee is the importer, and the importer has a PIN. So key in the consignee details at the PIN label. Click outside, and this is going to pull the details. We can try to expand our declaration so that we see it. Then we have the details. The next thing we need to declare is the exporter. Exporter has no PIN, so double click on that box. And the name of our exporter, we can say the name is Mary Joseph. Then we need to declare the details, the address 140 in Israel. Next, we look at the nationality. Nationality, just type I. Is a drop down, select Israel. We are through with the exporter, the consignee. The next thing we need to declare is the delivery terms. There is a drop down there. Look for the delivery terms because we are looking at goods coming to Kenya, maybe the increment is cost, insurance, and freight. If you declare cost, insurance, and freight, then you need to declare the named place. The named place is the last part of where the responsibility of the seller ends at what time, what place. So the named place is Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. Then you look at the F&B value. The F&B value from our demo, we said, is $1,000. Then dollars is our default currency, and we are through with the details. Next is you look at the mode of transport. At the airport, the mode of transport is air. Thank you. We are through with the movement. We need to do some attachments. Let's go to the tab attachments. So long as you are moving across these tabs, you don't need to save. Then we look at attachments. There's this green cross, click on it. Then there's certificate type, drop down. We are attaching a general document. Click on general. The certificate reference, you have the pro forma invoice. Just type a P and you select the pro forma. The next thing that you need to declare is the serial number, the number of the pro forma invoice. Assume is Mary Joseph 1, MJ1. You need to upload. Remember in the introduction, we have said that there is a document management system that allows us to upload a document in the system. And this is the sign for the uploading. Click on that star. Then you look for your document. You can either upload a JFN or a PDF. This is the interlink. Click on it. Make sure that you have downloaded your files in your desktop or in a folder somewhere. And our file is ICMS ready. Just type ICMS ready, choose it, open, and then you wait for it to load. It depends, the time that you take to load depends on the size of the file. This is a bigger file. Let's see what is happening. We are loading, it's taking some time. It's taking some time, it's already there. Then you click on submit. And now we are through with the loading. Then you can save. When you save in the general segment, two things are going to happen. One is you're going to get a number, a declaration number. And two, you're going to get the status code created. Let's see what happens. We have a 16-character number if all the mandatory fields have been completed. So let's look for the number, 16-character number, and the status is created. This is the declaration number. 20 is for the year, NBO station, MO, the running number, and the check key, and the status is created. Let's go now to the items. In the items, you are interested with the tariff, the HS code, the country of origin, the F&B, and this, so we are going to look at 3 types of goods description. In the introduction, we talked about 3 goods description. Can you remember them? Can you name them? Let's look at the tariff search. If you don't know the tariff, remember this is KRA that is bringing brochures for ICMS. Some brochures are classified as printed matter. Let's click on search. Look for the tariff. Printed 49.0. This is the printed matter. Then we can say we do what? Let's submit. It comes there. Click outside. Declaration module is integrated with tariff module. This is what you are calling tariff description. Description number 1. Then you need to be specific, the commercial description. What are they bringing? They are bringing ICMS brochures. ICMS brochures, so that when we go to, we deliver them, we give them to our stakeholders when we are training. The country of origin, we have said the country of origin is Israel. Just type I, Israel. And the net mass is very important in IDF. The net mass refers to the weight, and the weight that you are declaring is $1,000. And the F1B, if remember in the general segment we said F1B is 1,000. If it's only one item, click on that item and key in 1,000. If you have two items, you come to add an item, follow the same process, and you make sure that the F1B of the item segment should be equal to sum total. The F1B in the general segment should be equal to sum total of F1B in the item segment. Then we are through with that part. We can save. Let's save. Make sure that you save your work. If you don't save your work, then you'll not be able to recover it, or you'll not be able to generate the declaration. We need now to go to the third. Remember I've said we have three goods description, the tariff description, commercial goods description, and the last one you click on assess. The third one is what we call a structured goods description or complementary data. Remember we said all the mandatory fields, whether they are in red asterisks or exclamation mark, they must be completed. So the important details, we need the importer's email address. And who is the importer's email address? This is KRA importing, kra@kra.go.ke. Who is the contact person? The contact person is called Munene Mwema. The next is the phone of Munene Mwema is 0202. Assume that is the number. Make sure you give the correct number. The seller's email is mj@gmail.com. The contact person is called Joseph Mary. Joseph Mary. The phone number of Joseph Mary, 231, and that is the number. The country of supply, where goods have been loaded and they are being supplied from Israel. Key in I, select the country, Israel is there. The local inspection, does it require local inspection? No. Is it COMESA country? No. Terms of delivery. The seller has agreed with the buyer that the terms of payment is within 60 days. Invoice number, click on it, and we know that in our item we said the invoice number is MJ1. Invoice date, you can get the calendar there. Select the date. The date was 5th of July. Then you say done. And remarks, are these for human beings or for animals? You have one drop down. You select animal, human, other. These are for human beings. Say okay. And then you come end use. Intended for animals. Mostly these are for the permits. And this is other. Intended, animal, human, other. And the IDF condition. Make sure that you ensure that everything has been covered. And then you click on display. That is what we are calling structured goods description. The next thing that you need to do is you need to go back to the general segment so that you can fill what is called declaration of value on DV1. So click on general segment. We are going to have action tabs on top here. When you click on the general segment, we are going to have action icons, action tabs, what you are expected to do. The action tabs, the system says tax assessment successful. These are the action tabs. You can go through them. That is the save. This is the assess, we have done it. This is register. We can register before we go to DV1. Click on DV1. Click on DV1. When you click on DV1, there are 4 mandatory fields that need to be completed. The first field is the invoice number. We said invoice number is MJ. The next is invoice date, and we said the date is 5th. Remember, ICMS allows you even to change the hour. the minute, and the second. And after you are done that, make sure that you say done. Next is we need to know the relationship between a buyer and a seller. There's a drop down. They are either related or not related. And according to us, KRA and Mary Joseph are not related. And the last is the net price. The net price is the FOB that you have declared. And after you have done that, if you have time, you can fill the nice to haves and then you save. When you save, you are through with the declaration. You are through with the declaration. You can print your draft, or if you know that you have done the right thing, then you can register your IDF. Let's register the IDF. Let's register. We have the tab, the icon here, register. Click on it. Click on register. This IDF application is issued in accordance with. Make sure you read that. If you are not sure that you have done the correct thing, you can click on confirm. But if you are okay, click on register. The system is going to check whether all mandatory fields in the general segment and in the item segment, they have been completed. And if all is well, then the system is going to approve that declaration, and then we are going to have the status code registered. Then we can search for our declaration. We can search for the declaration to see whether it's registered, is approved or not approved. Remember, this is a consignment for cargo that does not require a pre-clearance permit. So to search a declaration, come to search tab, click on it. When you click on it, you're going to have a facility called the registration number. Key in your declaration there. Then you scroll down, you have your search facility, click on it, and you're going to see your status is approved. Click on it. You can try to print. To print, you come to this tab called display. Click on display. When you display, then you're going to look for the icon on the printer. You're going to look for icon on printer. Let's print our document. Let's see what happens to this document. Let's give it time. Let's give it time. We want to print our declaration. The printer is this part. You can print. Let's see whether it has gone to single window, whether it has been approved or not approved. And the watermark will tell us it is already approved. This is the watermark. And we can scroll down, 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 and we have our UCR. That means this declaration is ready for use. And the importer now can import the consignment. Now I want to show you how to clone an IDF. Cloning an IDF, you key in the number, come to the search, click on search. We are going to repeat the same process of searching. Key in your declaration there, search. When you search, you have your IDF there. Click on, highlight on it, then go to display. Go to display. Go to display. Then you look for the icon called clone. We need you to clone that declaration. Cloning means that if, for example, you have been importing from the same person, the same tariff, you don't need to do the declaration afresh. So let's look for clone. The first one is print DV1. Next, display agent notification. Next, print certificate of export. Next, add an attachment. Next is you clone an SAD. That's what you want to do. When you click on clone, the status is going to be, we are going to have a new IDF number and the status created. Let's see what happens. Click on it. Want to clone. That means the last number was 4, and you can see this is for 5. We have a new declaration code, a 20 NBO IM 00018 up to 50, and the status is created. How do we proceed with the registration of this IDF? We come back to the search. Now, instead of going to display, we are going to go to process. We want to see how fast we can do that declaration. Search, go down, search for it. It's created, highlight. Then you go to process. Process gives you the ability to work on that declaration. So we are going to process the declaration. Now it means that you confirm. If there's anything that you want to change, please do the change. Can confirm. This is the same. Am I changing the F or B? We can say it will remain it like that. Still Kenya Revenue Authority, Mary Joseph. Then we are done. What is the movement? It has not changed. We need to do an attachment now, because this is a new consignment. We can't use the attachment that we had. And we are going to do an attachment, a general document. Scroll down, click on general, scroll down, key in P, get your pro forma invoice, and this is MJ2. Let's upload our MJ2. Let's upload our MJ2. We have let's look for it. ICMS ready, open. We are going to download it. Let's wait, it's been uploaded. There you are, submit, and then we save. Submit and save. Submit and save. Then we are going to the item segment. Let's go to the item segment. Let's see whether we are changing anything. Let's see whether we can change. You have said it's the same item. Carriers imported more brochures. Let's see. We are not changing anything. We are okay. And we can decide. Now we do the assessment. Let's assess. We are declaring now the structured goods description. Procedure, it is there. Attachment. Let's go back here. Make sure that everything is done. Nothing is missing. Let's go back to the general segment. Let's go back to the general segment. Let us go to the general segment. Make sure that everything is done. Everything is filled, completed. It's okay. Let us save. Let us go to DV1. Let us go to DV1. DV1. Click on DV1. Confirm everything is okay. Related, not related. Save. Then we register. Okay, this means that there are some mandatory fields which are missing. Column 37, that is for the procedure. Column 37 for the procedure. Procedure is 010000. Save. Then we register. Let's register. Register. Let's register, register. It's already registered and we have our two documents. We can now print. Let's print our second IDF. Come to search. Search, we can print and we can check whether it's approved or not. Go down, scroll down. You have your status approved. The UCR is there. So that is the simplest process of submitting an IDF and cloning an IDF. So thank you very much. I'll request you to get to the system. I want you to do a demo on importation of printed matter, Good News Bible. Weight is 2,000 kilos. FOB value of 2,000 US dollars, imported by the PIN of the decree land. The exporter is your name. It's going to be imported through Mombasa. CFS is, you can say CFS is called Kesra. Let's submit that in declaration. Try to clone it. I've given you 30 minutes to do that work. So thank you very much. I'll be waiting to check on your assignment. Thank you.